Okay, so here we're looking at this example, and this is a WHY question. So the question is, given that P and Q are a set of real numbers such that set P is equal to X, where X is greater than or equal to 0 and X is less than or equal to 3, and Q is equal to X, where X is greater than minus 3 or X is less than 2, find P union Q, and we are given these options. So the first thing to do is to look for the set of numbers here and also to look for the set of numbers in set Q. So for the first set, which is set P, we are given that X is greater than or equal to 0. We're given that X is greater than or equal to 0. And we're given that X is less than or equal to 3. X is less than or equal to 3. Right? So the main issue in this question is with this inequality. Once you can dissolve this inequality, everything becomes simple. So if you say X is greater than or equal to 0, that means X is equal to 0. It ranges from 0 to, when you say X is less than or equal to 3, that means X is equal to 3, is less than or equal to 3. So this statement means that X ranges from 0 to 3, right? So set P will be equal to, from 0 to what? 3, will be equal to 0, 1, 2, and 3. This is set P. And this is what this statement is all about. Then for Q, we are given that X is, then for Q, we are given that X is greater than minus 3 and X is less than 2. So for Q, we are given that X is greater than minus 3. That means X is bigger than minus 3, right? Then X is less than 2, which means S is smaller than 2. So if you say S is greater than minus 3, that means X will range from minus 2, right, to 1, because X is what? Less than 1. So this is what this statement means. It means that S ranges from minus 2 to 1, right? So our Q, our set Q will be equal to the value of X here will be minus 2 to 1, right? So our set Q will be minus 2. After minus 2, we'll have minus 1. After minus 1, we'll have 0, then 1, right? This is our set Q. So this is Q equal to this, then this is X. This is P, right? Equal to this. So this is our set P, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is our set Q, minus 2, minus 1, 0, and 1, right? Then we're asked to look for P union Q. So P union Q is a combination of the elements of P and Q without repetition, and that will be equal to, usually we'll start from the smallest number. So the smallest number here is minus 2. So we'll start from minus 2. So that will be minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1. Then the next number will move to P, right? The next number is 0. We already have 0 here. Remember, union of set is a combination of two sets without repetition. It's a combination of the elements of two sets without repetition. So there is 0 here, there is already 0 here. 1, there is already 1 here. So no need for the repetition. Then we have 2, and then we have 3. This is our answer to this question, right? This is our P union Q. But we're given that in inequalities in our options. So if you say X ranges from minus 2 to 3, that means X is greater than minus 3, right? If X is greater than minus 3, that means it now starts from what? X now starts from minus 2, or X is less than or equal to what? 3. So the correct option here, this is what this statement is equivalent to this. X is X is greater than minus 3, which means it will start from minus 2, and X is less than or equal to 3, which means that it will stop at 3. So the correct option to this question is option C. This is the correct option.